Alright, topic today is, are you a victim of circumstance? Alright, so this is pretty important for every individual to ask this question of themselves, and it's going to basically instruct every micro decision you make and every big decision you make, because it helps you better understand the energy behind every decision you're making. So firstly, what do I mean by are you a victim of circumstance? This basically means, are you going through your life as a victim? Are you living in victimhood? Are you basically externalizing your power? Are you giving your power away? As I mentioned in previous videos, your birthright as a human, your incarnation here as a human, provides you with the gift to choose your destiny. You have an infinite source of energy, and you have an inner guide, and you have all the tools to go out and choose your fate. That's big decisions, what I'm going to do, where I'm going to live, what my vocation is going to be, how I'm going to enjoy my life, create, expand, do all the things I came here to do. And then just small decisions of what you eat, what time you go to bed, who you give time and attention to, what you do with the 24 hours in your day. And you can either externalize that, so that's the circumstance part of it, and you can basically give your power away, that's the victimhood part of it. So you have the power to choose in every moment what you do and what you think and what you project and what your thought energy is and what your resonance is. And by realizing this choice, the outer world, the people in your world, the construct of your world will basically be an energetic match to what you're putting out, and will mold accordingly. But this requires full control of your own energy. That's one side of the coin, and then the other side of the coin, which I would say 99% of people live in, is being a victim of circumstance. So I don't have money. You know, they let that kind of circumstance, the 3D, the outer world, instruct the inner. So the flow is from outside to in versus inside to out. I don't have money. I don't have a car. I don't have a support system. I don't have a girlfriend or a boyfriend. And then they take those circumstances, and then their emotional well-being and feeling is instructed by that. So don't have money, feel poor and hopeless and desperate, and then project hopelessness, desperation onto the outer world, and the feedback loop, it comes back to you, and you continue to live in that state. And there's no shortage of people that will, and entities and systems that will look to hook on and milk that state of being. The advertising industry is that's exactly what it's built on. Particularly, well, it takes different forms for women and men, but let's take the women's side. They will show you how a perfect, beautiful woman should look, and all the products that she needs to buy to get there. And many women are a victim to that, and feel ugly, feel inferior, feel some type of way, whereby then they act out of guilt, and they are led by guilt or shame, and go out and look to fix the problem that way. But obviously the key is the inner state of reality. That is what instructs the whole circumstance around you. So ask yourself, are you a victim of circumstance, and what way the energy is flowing? Get in touch with your own energy, and start with that self-inquiry, right? How am I feeling? What is going on here? How am I acting? What is driving all of my decisions, and what is driving all of my choices? And then you'll start to see that you are potentially an automaton. You are making choices, they're not true choices. That it's the thought patterns, it's the circumstances, it's the conditioning that is causing you to act this way. You know, like especially with like addiction. Addiction's a good one because you feel powerless. You feel like you're not in control of your choices. But you as a human being, that is your gift. You have the power to choose. You have the power to choose and create your own destiny and create your own reality and choose your fate. But for whatever reason, you have this kind of thought pattern. I say I have, I have experienced this and continue to experience this in ways, just because that's also part of the human game of coming to this realization of what you truly are, and the gifts you truly possess. That's the whole game here. So I'm not immune to this as well, but I do a lot of self-inquiry and feel compelled to share some of that. So ask yourself, am I a victim of circumstance? Am I letting my circumstances dictate how I feel and become a victim of it? And the energy flow is backwards, it's inverted. So you're letting the political arena or war and destruction make you feel guilty, shameful, angry, disgusted. You're letting your home life, your parents, your brothers and sisters, project onto you. We don't have, I can't afford this, this is expensive, it's so this and that. And then you begin to feel poor and scarce, and you get into kind of that scarcity, and I need to make sure I'm earning, and I can't lose this job, and I can't buy that tea or coffee, and I can't go on that trip that I want to go on. And you start limiting yourself and reducing yourself and not experiencing the life you want. The key is, we are, as I said before, a human energy system. We're an energy system. That is what we are as humans, and we have the power to choose consciously and direct our energy consciously and build a life we want, that contributes to our own joyful and creative expansion. So the energy has to be from within. You have to first see the fear, lack, shame, projections that you're absorbing, conditioning that you have continued to energize, and thought patterns you've continued to energize. You've got to see it first, and just the awareness of it, shining a light on it, burns it away. And then once it's burned away, you can act out of this emptiness, and you can start to basically make decisions that you understand are in alignment with your heart and contribute to your own creative and joyful expansion. So today, whatever day that you see this could be in 15 years from now, but today, prompted by this video, ask yourself or run the exercise of self-inquiry. Am I a victim of circumstance? Am I living in victimhood? What way is the energy flowing? Am I letting outside circumstance dictate how I feel rather than choosing how I feel? I think it was Neville Goddard that I listened to not too long ago who said, imagining creates reality. If you truly believe that, then why are you imagining things that you don't want to happen? Why are you projecting outwards things that you don't want to happen? And that means, why are you feeling and living in scarcity and being broke and not being able to afford all the things you want to be able to do? Or you're working a job that you absolutely hate and it's sapping your energy and it's soulless and it makes you feel small, and you have to answer to some idiot that you don't respect just to make sure you get paid. Or you're in a relationship that is not nourishing you and boundaries are being crossed and you're losing self-respect, or whatever the case may be in your own life, and every life is different. Your feeling, your own inner state dictates your circumstance, not the other way around. So instead of being a victim of it and absorbing and being sapped and having your energy drained and being stuck in fear and stuck in shame, lust, all these kind of lower vibration feelings and states that compound the issue and continue to attract circumstance that makes you feel that way, and it's a kind of negative spiral. Today begins self-inquiry of, where is this coming from? What's the energy behind this? Am I self-generating these feelings, or are they from the outside? Am I a victim? The sooner you do that, or the sooner we do that, the sooner we can reclaim our power, reclaim our energy, and become what we are truly meant to be. And that doesn't, you don't need any kind of badge or qualification or education or upbringing to tap into this. It is your birthright as a human being. If you're here, if you woke up this morning and there's blood pumping through your veins, then you have this gift of choice to choose your destiny. And there's nothing stopping you from choosing that today. It's a little bit difficult to do at the start. You're going to have to really dig in and be honest with yourself about what is going on in your mind, and you're going to have to still your mind and quieten your mind, which is especially challenging in today's very stimulating life. Very, very challenging. And that's where maybe like some kind of practice would be helpful. Walking in an empty park, silence, meditation in your favorite spots, sports, swimming, something that kind of brings you back into joy, silence, and can really just quieten the mind, and then that inner guide will start to tell you, and ask it. Say, where, once you kind of quieten the mind, ask it, right, where am I giving my power away? Where am I letting the outside influence my inside? What are kind of these thought patterns that continue to be energized. What am I energizing that's not serving me? Ask yourself those questions, and you'll be pleasantly surprised by what comes up. Don't be scared of what comes up. There could be some things that really challenge you. You have to be honest with yourself and willing to confront them. Sometimes it's not pretty. Sometimes it is actually quite disturbing. You might think you're an angel, but you're also a devil. So I understand that you might have some dark, some real embarrassing, some real shameful thoughts, but the more you suppress those and not confront them, the more that they will continue to energize and instruct the outer world, and by resisting it, you energize it. So bring awareness to it, it will dissolve. Bring awareness to it, and it will just fall away. But you've got to have the courage to ask yourself honestly and look at it without reacting to it. It defeats the purpose if you ask yourself, am I a victim of circumstance? And then you quieten your mind and it says, well, yes, these are the 4 or 5 ways that you're doing that. And your immediate reaction is to go, no, what? That's ridiculous. I'm not this, and then you just start this self-fulfilling inner turmoil, in a battle that just doesn't serve anyone. So that's all I've got for today. You are, as a human, a gift, and you have a responsibility to choose this gift today. So should you come across this video, start that journey of self-inquiry, start that journey of asking yourself and being honest with yourself. And it might be arduous, but it's worth it. Okay, love.